Artificial intelligence is a topic that we love to talk about in science fiction, be it from movies like Blade Runner, books by Asimov, or games like Fallout 4, where it's a major plot point. But should AI, should fake created, I don't know how you even want to put it, beings that were created by humans that are indeed not organically human, should they have the same rights as people? And it's something that's becoming more and more of a reality than science fiction, because we have luminaries like Elon Musk and Bill Gates talking about maybe by 2025 we'll have a society run by AI and that they will be taking over human jobs, and that this is something we need to be scared about and worried about right now. I certainly wouldn't go that far myself, but it is an interesting thing to talk over. I mean, should synthetic human beings have the same rights as human beings if they more or less seem to have other characteristics of a human being?
What's the line that you cross to when they become able to have those rights? I mean, I think it is interesting that Fallout tackles this, but also
It's
there
like
is no...
the meatiest, most questionable plot point in that game, which is, should they? Yeah. I mean, we have factions like that are saying, no, absolutely not, kill them all. They're going to overtake us. Humans are supreme. And we have other people saying they have thoughts, they have feelings. Just because they weren't born the way a human is born, that shouldn't change that.
Right, and with certain characters in the game, you meet them and they get special treatment because they are likable. You know, it's that thing of like your personal contact. Like in theory, it's one thing, but what you know as a person and the people that you know or the AI that you might use in your home or work alongside might be something different. And it's
Valentine?
Yeah.
Valentine.
Yeah, I mean, and he got special treatment because, you know, at first he endured all those like slings and arrows, but then he became someone that, you know, that town loved. And so that's the hard part, is like everything is theoretical until it's, you know, someone or, you know.
That's the way it feels like in other terms of discrimination for humans, which is, you know, this person, you know, like LGBT discrimination, for instance.
Absolutely.
And then you meet someone and you go, oh,
But
they're not
cool.
terrible.
Right.
This
They're
guy's
cool.
fine.
I have one gay friend, but he's cool.
He's fine, but the rest of them, so in many ways that echoes, you know, learning to have empathy or learning to understand that, you know, people are people.
Familiarity breeds acceptance, and that it's really important. That's what I've loved about, you know, working on this game in particular, is there are so many elements of things that people might be prejudiced against in the beginning, and then the playthrough of the game, all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, I actually know this. I've done this in the game, or I know a person now, you know. And I think that's very much true of real life, that once it affects you personally, it changes, you know. So this is hard stuff to comment on.
It's like another level, I guess, beyond social issues that we're currently facing as all humans. And it is certainly maybe the next step in futurism, per se. One example of this goes to a Swiss art group that created an automated shopping robot with the purpose of committing random darknet purchases. So this AI it did make some illegal purchases, including one Hungarian passport and some ecstasy pills, before it was arrested or stopped by Swiss police. Afterwards, the AI itself and the people who created it, neither were found culpable, and neither paid for these crimes, which is an interesting thing to say. I mean, if you create, let's say, an AI or an AI in an android's body, and it commits a crime, who's at fault? Does it have its own rights? Should it pay for its own crimes? Should you pay for its crimes? It's, you know, we're getting to this point where these are some very tough questions that we actually haven't faced yet, but it seems to be an eventuality that one day we will face these questions, maybe in a more, I don't know, a real sense, a human sense. Maybe someone gets killed. It's hard to know, and I guess it's hard for us to answer that question without knowing at what level of sophistication are these programs or the programming at, and
what's the upshot of having them too? Because if they're going to do jobs that nobody wants to do, that humans don't want to do, then we benefit from having this workforce in play. But the downside is that what happens if they go rogue? And why a Hungarian passport? I need to
Look,
know. And
random
why are there no
purposes.
pictures of this AI getting arrested by Swiss police? Because that's what I want to see. That, to me, I'm like, I can't. I need to know how this went down. Internet, help us out if you have any footage.
I think that would be great.
I
would love
need
to
to see
see
it.
that.
Like
But
if he's just struggling, he's like, no, you'll never take me. Wait, hold on. Yeah.
well, it was actually, I think it was online, so it's hard to even tangibly grasp what that is. Do you just take the chip and then put it in a bag and put the bag in a drawer and close the I don't know what to do with that.
I really hope that's not how it went down. I want something way more theatrical.
Yeah, that's real boring. Make something fun animation-wise
Exactly.
at least. But, we have the human right to reproduce. We have human rights, to be, to have our own self-governance. And I don't know if that would necessarily work or if we would have sophisticated enough technology or if we get to the point where they're creating their own and, like a hive mind per se, which is a Mass Effect theme as well. This is very persistent in a lot of sci-fi, and it seems to be that it will come to our everyday lives sooner or later. Audience, should AI have civil rights? Let us know below in the comments what you think. We're not going to solve this problem. And please like and subscribe for more.